got the ARB awning installed. Fabbed up some brackets this week so that we could have it ready for the trip. Just wanted to give you a quick look at it here. This is going to be a pretty short video just to kind of give you an idea of the construction of the ARB. Is it worth the extra money? Because I kind of went back and forth. You know, you've got eBay options, Amazon options for $100, $150 less. You got Smitty built and tough stuff for, you know, 60, 80 bucks less. You know, they're all built to do basically the same thing, but I think what you're going to see is the quality difference with the ARB is just a little bit better than the others. Not that the others are bad, and really kind of depends upon your use and how often you're going to use it, and what you're comfortable with as far as, you know, how often you want to have to replace it or repair it. But, you know, we went with the ARB from extremeterrain.com, and, you know, so far I like it. The quality is very good. We went with the 8x8. You know, that was one of the questions I was kind of talking to people about here was, you know, we've got the 4-door Wrangler Unlimited, and an 8-foot awning to me was going to stick out quite a bit in front, especially considering that my rack is that I've got it mounted to here. If you can see that or not, I'll go around the other side and give you a better shot. The rack itself is only about 58 inches long, 60 inches long, and you've got 96 inches on the awning. So it's not fully supported along, you know, the length of the awning itself. It's only supported for the back 2/3, and I was kind of concerned about that. You know, would that be strong enough? Would that be able to support the rack, support the awning, especially when we went off-road? And we got into some pretty good stuff last night off-road, and held up just fine. So, you know, this is a $150 eBay rack. Cause just for the JLs, there's not a lot of stuff out there, so it's just something we kind of put together to get us by, get us going, and it's solid. It really is. It's very solid. You're not gonna move this thing. You know, it's moving the whole vehicle. So it's tied to that rack. I just fabbed up some brackets to mount it to the rack. A couple pieces of plate steel, and then mounted the awning to one plate, mounted the track to one plate, and then both of those two plates together around the rack. And I put some rubber electrical tape, not the vinyl. I put some rubber electrical tape on the rack so that it would hold that and not slip very much. So back to the size thing. You know, there's a 6.5 by 6.5 or an 8x8. And like Smitty Build offers a 6.5 by 8, so 6.5 foot out, 8 foot long. So, you know, does the 8 foot long fit? I think it does. One of the nice things about the Jeep is you can overhang on the back a little bit. As you can see, we're offset on the back of the rack here, and your window, since it only comes up part way, does not interfere. So you don't have to have it hanging all off the front of the Jeep. You can have it hanging off the back and kind of offset it, so that way we're supported. I did 3 brackets instead of 2, and so that way I give it a little bit more support. And you can see we've got, you know, maybe a foot off the back and 2 foot off the front. So we kind of split that difference up, and that works really well. It makes it a little more balanced, and it provides me full coverage from basically, you know, the front passenger door. So if we're using this in the weather, and we are going to add the screen room to it, so, you know, if you're using this in the weather, it covers both doors, gives you a pretty decent amount of space. You know, 8x8. The nice, you know, a couple of the nice things that I really like about this, you've got, they've all got guy wires, and you really need to use those when you've got this awning deployed. But in addition to the guy wires, you've also got another little piece of cordage down here that's attached right to the foot, the spiked foot that's in the ground, so you can stake it down 2 places. I don't know, I've never had a Smitty built, I've never had one of the cheap eBay ones to know if they do that as well. This is a really nice feature of this awning. You know, 5 pieces of Velcro. I've seen some other reviews where you only got 2 or 3. You got 5. Another person in our group has one of the eBay awnings, the Amazon awnings. You know, he came over, looked at this, commented, everything's just heavier. The channel, the aluminum is just heavier. The canvas itself is heavier. It's a pretty good canvas, it looks like. You know, I've had a lot of canvas tents and canvas gear, and this does seem to be pretty sturdy. So we'll see how it lasts over time here, but ARB is a great company, and they'll definitely take care of it if there's a problem with it. So overall, you know, once you roll it up, strap it up, it sits up there pretty nice. It doesn't affect, you know, it doesn't rattle. You don't really even know it's up there. It gives you a pretty good amount of space. It's obviously dog approved, because I just set this up so we can make the video, and bam, he's already underneath there. So, you know, overall, very happy with the purchase. Looking forward to using it more. Gives us some good coverage. Can't wait to get the screen room to go with it, so that way we can get away from the bugs if we need to, or if we have some weather, we can hide in here with the kids. But overall, I think it's going to be a good thing for us, good purchase, and it does fit the JL, does fit the 4-door, especially if you offset it. I think that looks a whole lot better. And that's it, guys. Good quality. Yeah, you do pay a little bit more for it, but I think this is one of those cases where you get what you pay for. You may have to get creative and fab up some brackets like I did, but overall, it's a really good purchase, and it's going to make our experience a whole lot better. So thanks for watching. Hope everybody had a good time. Coming to you from Land Between the Lakes down in Kentucky. We did a little night riding last night. If you haven't checked out that video, check it out. Had a big G20 van that's been converted into an off-road machine, bury himself in a mud hole, and that was I got some pretty good footage of that coming out. Also got review on the aux beam lights. Finally got to use those last night, so that's another video. If that's up, check it out. If not, it's coming soon. So thanks, guys. I appreciate you coming along, and everybody have a great day and be safe out there on the trails.